month, another monthly reset. We are back with February's monthly reset routine. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Kaylan. I'm 26 and I film a lot of entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and productivity content. And every month we sit down together and we do a monthly reset routine where we go through and we look at the previous month's income, expenses, see how we did, see how well we stuck to our budget. We will set a new budget for the month coming up. And this month we're gonna do one big monthly reset because I asked you guys on Instagram, as I always do. You guys said that this month you wanted to see one big reset. So we're also going to include the goal setting portion in today's video. And then we're gonna finish it off with a monthly money chat, which we haven't done one of these in a few months. And this month we're gonna talk about credit cards again, only because I made a big purchase this month with credit card points. And I just think it's worth kind of coming back to that and talking about the positives of credit cards too. They can be dangerous when used irresponsibly, but when you use credit cards the right way, they can really be a really great tool to build your credit, to travel for free or at least at a discount, or just to even get cash back. So we're gonna talk about credit cards again today at the end of today's video. But if you are new here, make sure to like this video, subscribe down below if you like these types of videos. And as always, everything that I use in today's video will be linked down below in case you guys wanna check it out. I know a lot of you guys already have our spreadsheet, so pull up yours. We're gonna start off with our budget. So pull up your Ultimate Wealth dashboard, your monthly budget, whatever you use to track your monthly finances. And let's get started with our February monthly reset routine. Before we actually hop into the budgeting, we're gonna do a little reflection on January, because for me, January, it was like a good and bad month. I feel like I got a lot of things like checked off my to-do list that I've been meaning to, but at the same time, I spent a lot of money in doing that, which I knew that that would happen. If you watched my 2024 goals video, I talked about how I want 2024 to be the year of saving, the year of building our investments, and I really didn't need to spend money on extra expenses. I really want to cut back on just like miscellaneous spending and just really focusing on building my savings and investments, because within the next few years, we do have some big purchases that we want to make. We would like to buy a house. We want to have kids within the next few years. And so just kind of setting myself up to prepare for that. There were still some things in this apartment that have been driving me crazy that just were not decorated. And so Devin and I both agreed like January was the month to get all of our spending out of the way. We booked 2 vacations, which we knew that we were going to take this year, but we're like, let's just get all of the spend done. And I ended up buying a lot of decor for our apartment. If you are new here, we just moved into this apartment in October and it has just felt very unfinished. Like it felt like we moved in, we made good progress, and then there was a lot of things that were just like empty shelves that we didn't have any decor on. We just had like some blank walls that I knew I wanted to hang picture frames on. And so I was like, you know what, January is the month just to buy all of that stuff because it adds up so quickly. Let's book our vacations and we can focus the rest of the year on cutting back on expenses. So my spending was very high in January, but I knew that it would be. I kind of did that intentionally so that way we can focus on saving, especially the next few months. So because of that, I did not set a budget for myself for the month of January. I did go ahead and I logged all my transactions. So we're gonna go through and look at my spending, but I didn't actually set a strict budget for myself. I just kind of wanted to have the month to get all of these expenses out of the way. I still have a few things I want to purchase. I'm actually going to IKEA, I think, after this video and getting a few things for my office. And then once February 1st comes, we're done. Cut off from the spending because it has added up even more than I thought, even though I knew it was. Also, look how cute this coffee cup is. I got it off of Etsy. I'm drinking tea in it right now. You guys know how much I love Google Sheets, so this is like the perfect mug. But if you haven't already, pull up your budget so we can go through and do some reflection together. Okay, so here's my budget for the month of January. So I'm using, I said this in my 2024 goals video, for 2024, at least starting out, I'm gonna start out with the cool green version of the Ultimate Wealth dashboard. I just love the green. I just feel like it symbolizes health and wealth and success going into the new year. So for income, I am self-employed. I do not share all of my income with you guys just for privacy reasons, just for my partner's privacy reasons, just because we do have businesses together and obviously not everybody's comfortable with sharing their income and their expenses on the internet, which I completely respect and understand. So for his privacy, I don't share all my income with you guys, but I do share all of my bills, expenses, savings, and investments. So I still share a lot with you guys. And for my bills and some of the expenses, this is just my half. I get a lot of questions or comments of people saying like, oh my goodness, how is your rent only $1,000? Where do you live? For a 3-story townhome, I wish. Our rent is $2,000. Just all of our bills are split in half because that is my half and we keep our finances separate. So for bills, I spent a total of $1,209.59. For expenses, I spent $3,180.32. And for savings and investments, I only saved $250 and I invested $300, which is definitely not a ratio that I'm happy with considering how high my expenses were. I only saved and invested 11% of my cash flow, which is fine this month because like I said, we're getting all of our spending out of the way. But moving forward, I would like this to at least be 20 to 30% together minimum. Going through the individual categories, my income from YouTube, this is all my income that I made from YouTube. I share this with you guys because it is just my income. I made $813 from YouTube. From Amazon, I do not share this. From Press Reset, I actually made $2,276.56 thanks to you guys, which I'm thankful for every single one of you who have purchased our spreadsheet. It is so cool and rewarding to see this brand growing. You guys have been posting content with Press Reset, tagging me in it, and it just makes me so happy to hear your guys' feedback and how you're loving the spreadsheet. So I just have to say thank you. I'm just very thankful for that every single day. So I love you guys. For other income, this was just a cashback payout from Top Cashback for $35.82. Moving over to bills, these are the same every single month. For bills, our actual rent, it's like $1,950, I think, but Devin and I have both decided we're just gonna put $1,000 into our rent portal every single month just to keep numbers even, and then the last month of our lease will have a discounted rate because we'll already be kind of ahead on our payment. So for rent, I paid $1,000. For utilities, I paid $204.48. For Wi-Fi, Devin actually paid all of the Wi-Fi this month, which is really nice. So that is $75 every month. It just ended up going on his card, so he just paid for it, which was nice. And for medical bills, I actually have another medical bill I need to pay for $50 by the end of the month, so that will go up, but total for medical, that'll probably be around $55. Moving over to groceries, I spend $424.67 on groceries. A little bit high, but nothing too abnormal. We typically spend like $500 to $1,000 a month, I would say, on groceries. Coffee was a lot too, $95 on coffee. For gas, I spent $79.99, pretty typical. It was a little bit higher than I normally spend, but I was also driving a lot during January, so that's probably why. For the gym, I have my Orange Theory membership, which is $79 a month. For household, I spend $535.69. So I did kind of adjust my categories this year. Before, I put all of my household things in miscellaneous, but I kind of wanted to split the two up to where household is more of like things only for our house, so any decor that I get, I will put in household. And I like seeing that breakup between household and miscellaneous because it kind of helps me visualize where my money is actually going, because when it gets into miscellaneous, it's like miscellaneous is like irresponsible spending, but it's also not irresponsible spending. This is my first month doing it and I really like it, so I think I'm gonna keep doing this moving forward. But yeah, I spent $535 just on household decor. So I redid our entryway table there. If you guys saw that reel on my Instagram, I hung picture frames in our hallway. You can't see them here, but I hung picture frames. I also got some decor for our bedroom. So things like I said that we needed to get and that I've been meaning to get, I just decided to get all in one month, and that came out to about $530. I really didn't spend too much on miscellaneous except our plane tickets. So I bought our trip for March and then Devin bought our trip for June. So we have 2 vacations for this year and I'm so excited about it. This year we are going to Cancun in March and then we're going to South Carolina in June. Both trips I'm so excited for. I spent, if we go over here to my transactions tracker, I spent $853.05 on our plane tickets. These are first class plane tickets to Cancun round trip, and we are staying in a 5-star all-inclusive resort that was completely paid for by credit card points. So for a week stay at a 5-star all-inclusive and first class round trip tickets, our trip cost $853. And that is because we utilized our credit card points. Our trip last year to the Dominican Republic was completely paid for based off of credit card points. And so that is why this month I want to have a monthly money chat talking about credit cards and utilizing credit card points for travel. So my miscellaneous, including the plane tickets, was $1,123.99. Self-care. Self-care was just a high spend month. I think besides that, everything else is like pretty normal. The pets, I didn't even actually input my subscriptions. I calculate all of my subscriptions on my subscription tracker. I actually paid $145.48, which I need to add in. So let's add this in really quickly. Okay, so subscriptions are added in. So that actually brought my expenses to $3,325. But yeah, everything else, like I said, not really happy with my savings, not really happy with my investments, but moving forward the rest of the year, we'll do better. I do just want to say before we hop into February's budget that if January did not go well for you, whether it's with your budget, with your goals, if it just wasn't a good month all around, that January does not dictate the rest of 2024. I know it can feel like, you know, January is like the make or break. If you have a good start to the new year, 2024 is gonna be a great year. But if you have a bad January, then it's like, man, maybe this year isn't gonna be as good as I thought. But do not let January dictate the rest of your year. If you had a good January, I think it's good to like channel that motivation and that positivity into the upcoming months. But if you had a bad January, just understand that it was just a bad month. It does not dictate the months coming up. It does not dictate how your 2024 is going to go. January is only 1 month out of 12. We still have 11 months to make progress, and that is what we're doing right now. We are saying goodbye to January, goodbye to all of the good and the bad, and we are starting fresh with a new month. So don't let any negativities of January impact your February and your 2024. It is only 1 month, it is in the past, and we're starting fresh, and you can use February as fresh start on your 2024 goals. Moving over to our February budget, we have a nice fresh spreadsheet, and we're gonna go ahead and set our budget for this month. So it is always important to have your budget reflect the events coming up for that month, so that way you can create a realistic budget that you're actually gonna stick to. If you have a big anniversary this month, or birthdays this month, or we have Valentine's Day this month, and you know you're gonna spend a little bit more, make sure you account for that in this budget. We're gonna go ahead and start with our income. For YouTube, I'm gonna say $1,300 because I think that's probably what I should end at. So we'll say $1,300 for YouTube. Amazon is always $0. I'm gonna say $0 for Press Reset, and I'm gonna say $300 for other. I'm not taking any money from Press Reset this month because I'm investing all of that into the merch collection that we're launching soon, which I actually just put a deposit down on, and I'm so nervous. I'm so excited because these are not made to order. These are like, I'm buying them all up front. Let's just say it was like 7 or 8 times the amount that I was expecting it to be. So I'm not taking any money out for myself from Press Reset this month. I'm reinvesting all of that into the merch collection. And then for other, I just have as $300 because I know I am getting a cashback payout too from Rakuten. For bills, we pretty much know what they're gonna be. So we'll say $1,000 for rent. I will say $200 for utilities and $30 for Wi-Fi, and I shouldn't have any medical bills during February, so I'm just gonna say $0 for that. Moving over to expenses. For my groceries, I'm just going to say $350, and I'm gonna give myself, let's say $75 for restaurants. For a household, I'm just gonna give myself $100. Like I said, I don't think we really have anything else to get. I think I kind of covered that in January, but just in case there's like anything here or there that I think of, I'm just gonna give myself a $100 budget for that. For miscellaneous, I really can't think of like anything miscellaneous that we need. So I'm just gonna give myself a $100 miscellaneous budget for anything that I might run into along the way. For self-care, I'm gonna set $130 for self-care just because I do already need my nails done. They are getting really bad, and I've just accepted the fact that this is just an expense that I'm going to pay for every month, especially since it's also Valentine's Day and I would like to have fresh nails for Valentine's Day. Plus, you never know. For clothing, we're gonna say $0. We do not need any more clothes. My closet actually needs a clean out, so we're not getting any more clothes. For gifts, I'll say $100 just for Valentine's Day. I'll probably get Devin something little. For subscriptions, it is the same, the $145.48, so we'll set that. And for pets, now that we have 2 dogs. Yeah, we spent $147 on the girls last month. I'm just gonna say $120 for the girls. So that brings our total expenses to $1,319. Now, for our savings and sinking funds and our investments, this is definitely a big focus for me this month. So for my American Express high yield, I'm going to say $300 in there, $100 my rainy day, $100 in my gift sinking fund for Christmas, and $100 in our long-term joint account. And then we'll throw $500 in the Roth IRA and $50, I guess maybe, in the trading account. So that would bring our savings to $600 and our investments to $550. So it would end up being about $1,150 for savings and investments combined, which is a much better ratio if we budgeted $1,300 for expenses than January. So pretty happy with that. I'm actually gonna increase my Amex to $500 actually. So we'll save $800 and invest $550. So that wraps up the budgeting portion and February's monthly reset routine. Comment down below, let me know how January went for you with your budget and how you're feeling for the new month of February. It has been such a long time since I've actually done a monthly reset with both the budgeting and the goal setting in one. I feel like this video is gonna be like 40 minutes long, but something also tells me that you guys would not mind that. Okay, moving on to our goal setting section in this monthly reset routine. Normally, this is where I would do some reflection on January's goals, except I actually did not keep track of my goals for January. Just because I was very sick, it just did not go how I had planned. I'm kind of using this month as the first month in the new year to get back into the swing of things. So I don't have any goals to do any reflections on, but if you did set goals for yourself for January, take this time to look at what you accomplished, do some reflection. So we're hopping right into our goals for the new month. I took a lot of these goals from my annual goals because I want to make sure when I'm setting my monthly goals that they are making progress to the things that I want to achieve over the course of the year. So a lot of times when I'm like setting my monthly goals, I'll go back and forth, like I'll look at my annual goals. I want to read 30 books. Okay, so then I know I at least need to average 2 books a month throughout the year and so on. So I took a lot of these from our annual goals dashboard. But for personal goals, I want to read 2 books, which this is my goal every single month. And then towards the end of the year, I'll add a 3rd in there. And I did do this during the month of January. I read Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and I have like 30 pages left of Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I'm filming this on January 28th, so I know for a fact I'll finish it. It is such a good book. I know I said in my last vlog I was having trouble getting started and like getting into it. It was a little bit of a slower start to me, but once you get past like page like 120, I think it gets so much better, and I'm so excited to finish the Knock 'Em Out series. Those are the 2 books that I read in January, and going into February, I want to read Things We Hide from the Light, I think it is. I think that's the 2nd book in the series. And then if that one is good, I kind of want to make the 2nd book that I read this month Things We Left Behind, which is the 3rd book. And I think that finishes like the Knock 'Em Out series. I think it's only a 3-book series. I think I just want to finish that series this month, and then I'll start ACOTAR in that entire series in March. I also have Go to Bed Before 11:30 p.m. Study training or coding for 1 hour a day. So I have on my annual dashboard that I want to learn the fundamentals of trading options. And so I want to start that training and start incorporating that into my daily routine. Plan 1 social event with a friend. For all of my very social viewers, you guys are probably like, 1? Devin and I do usually do a few social things a month with family, but this month I want to make an effort to at least do 1 social event thing with a friend that is not on my side of the family or his side of the family, just to start building and strengthening my adult friendships. Just 1 thing. I know I can at least do that. So plan 1 social event with a friend, try a new coffee shop, and finish my office redesign, which, if you guys didn't notice, the bookcases are gone. I'm actually getting new bookcases to replace them. I feel like this whole like workspace needs an upgrade. So before the new month starts, I want to buy everything that I need to finish my office redesign, and then kind of working on putting it together throughout the new month. So I will be vlogging the entire process. Stay tuned for that, but that is definitely something that I want to finish and just get this office completely done during the new month. For wellness goals, I have used all of my Orange Theory classes. I have 8 a month, so at least go 2 times a week, drink my greens daily, and cook at home more. For my financial goals, I have 12 no spend days, just because once again, we're working on keeping expenses low and increasing savings and investments. and update my budget weekly. Business goals, so I have these split up between a Press Reset and Amazon. Then I also have social media over here, but for business, I have upload 10 Press Reset TikToks, hit 500 followers on the Press Reset Instagram, which we're actually, I think we're like 2 followers away from 400. It has grown a lot this month. So if you haven't already and you wanna go follow the Press Reset Instagram account, definitely make sure to go do that. Redesign our product pages on our websites just because they need a little upgrade, a little refresh, just to look a little higher quality. I have launched the Excel version of the Wealth Dashboard, which has been probably the most requested thing that I've ever gotten. It is coming, you guys, I promise. It is so close to being done, except it is on my laptop, and my laptop is actually getting repaired right now because I spilt an entire glass of iced coffee on it. I know, I was not very happy when it happened, and that is the thing about Excel is I didn't have it like synced to my OneDrive. So all the work that I've done on it is on my laptop, which it is repairable. It's just taking a little bit longer than expected, but it is coming this month. I promise you, if I need to completely redo it on my desktop, I will. It is launching this month. I want to possibly, this is a maybe, possibly launch the Discord community and sign 2 new creators for sponsorships. For Amazon, I just want to focus on opening 1 large wholesale account and spending $60,000 on inventory. For social media, I just want to upload 6 YouTube videos, upload 5 TikToks. This is just for my personal social media. I just want to focus on creating more content for you guys. So those are my goals for the month. Also, this is blank here, but like when you start checking off your goals distribution will update on there. But scrolling down to my daily habit tracker, I have just workout for 1 hour. I want to do that at least 16 days out of the month, which is 4 times a week. I want to take my greens every day, which this is a leap year. So we actually have 29 days this month. So I want to take my greens daily, which is 29 times. I want to go to sleep early 29 times. I want to upload, like I said, 10 Press Reset TikToks, 5 TikTok uploads, and 6 YouTube video uploads. Then as you check these off, you can see your habits completed per day. So you can kind of see any trends as the month progresses in your habits. Let me know one goal that you have for the new month. It is time for our monthly giveaway. If you're new here, every month, randomly throughout my monthly reset routines, I always do a monthly giveaway. There will be 1 winner, and that winner wins a $25 gift card to their coffee shop of choice and a $25 gift card to Barnes & Noble. So that way they can go out, get a few coffees, get a few teas, and get a good book or 2 on me. We're gonna keep it going in 2024. There will be 1 winner this month, and in order to enter, you have to follow me on Instagram. It is at Kaylan_Kerbler, and DM me the word enter to enter this month's giveaway. And I do get a lot of questions on this. Yes, this is international. Anybody can enter. That is why I always do e-gift card giveaways. So that way I don't have to ship anything and you can enter no matter where you're at in the world. I think the last thing that we have to do is just the monthly money chat. I have done a credit card monthly money chat in the past. I want to bring it back up again just because I utilize the benefits of credit cards and I just want to share them with you guys. But I just want to make the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. This is just my personal knowledge and how I utilize my credit card points. But here's the thing about credit cards. They definitely have more of a negative connotation around them because a lot of people get credit cards and they spend money that they don't have because they feel like they have the money because they can put those purchases on credit cards. The thing about utilizing credit cards the right way, in my opinion, is just putting the money that you are already gonna spend anyways on that credit card and then paying it off every month so that way you never earn any interest. You never start building up that balance and letting it get out of control to the point where you start earning interest on those purchases or you don't have enough money in your bank account at one time to fully pay it off. That is where credit cards can really set you back, get you in what is called the rat race to where you can never really pay it off because you're earning interest on it and you don't have enough money to catch up essentially with that interest. So in order to avoid that, you can just put the purchases that you are already gonna make on a credit card to get the credit card points. That is the way that I utilize credit cards and credit card points is I put every single purchase that I make on credit cards. It's money that I'm already gonna spend anyway, so I might as well put it on my credit cards, earn points towards travel travel to then save money or potentially get a vacation free in the future versus just spending the money and not getting anything in return, like if I would have used cash or my debit card. Another great way to utilize credit cards is if you have a big purchase coming up, you don't want to pay it all up front, you can open up a credit card and put that purchase on a credit card. You can pay that balance off over the next few months, and most credit cards have a sign-up bonus, so in addition to earning the points for that purchase, depending on how large that purchase is, you're also going to get a few hundred back for hitting a certain threshold when you open your account and getting what's called a welcome bonus back. I tell everybody that I know this, but once again, it's not financial advice, it's just my own personal opinion, but I would never sign up for a store credit card because you start earning interest right away. And typically those interest rates are like 25 to 26%. They're insane. And they always try to get you to sign up for a store credit card at the cash register because you can save 20% on that purchase right then. If you have the money to just sign up, save the 20% and then pay that credit card off in full, it's not a bad option, but only if you would pay that credit card off that month. Otherwise, you're gonna end up paying a lot more in interest than you saved on signing up for that credit card on that initial purchase. So what you can do in that situation is you could sign up for a 0% interest credit card for the first 12 months, put that purchase on that new credit card. So that way now you have 0% interest for the next year to pay this large purchase off. And then like I said, you'll get the credit card points for it. You'll get the welcome bonus. I'll actually go to one of my favorite credit cards. Okay, so one of my personal favorite credit cards are the Chase Freedom cards. So they have the Chase Freedom Unlimited and the Chase Freedom Flex. I have both. I really like both of them. And right now their welcome bonus is you can earn $200 after you spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months of account opening. So if you have, let's say, a dresser that you want to purchase for $700, you could open up this credit card, put that dresser purchase on this credit card, and actually save $200 on that new dresser or piece of furniture, whatever it is, and still have an entire year to pay it off interest-free. So that is the way that I believe that credit cards should be utilized. They can be utilized for everyday purchases, or they can be used for large purchases like this that you need to pay off over time versus signing up for a store credit card. So that is my little credit card spiel. I have probably 8 credit cards now. I keep all of them at 0 and I use them for different things. Credit cards are also a great way to boost your credit score. My credit score has skyrocketed since I've added so many credit cards to my collection. I just make sure to put like 1 or 2 purchases on them per month to keep them active, but I don't use all of them. It's just for whatever reason, it's just good for your credit score to have so many lines of credit as long as you keep them paid down or paid off. That wraps up our February monthly reset routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I will have everything linked down below. I'll have our Ultimate Wealth dashboard, our all-in-one goal and habit tracker, and I will link my favorite credit cards for travel and cash back down below as well. We are still sticking around. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go enter that giveaway. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.